Guys, this is our new property. We told you guys we were moving. We're here. We're going to show you guys the best we can. We brought the drones. We're going to show you around. It is grown up since...
Yeah, we have a sprayed bug spray.
Yes.
Hopefully that gets the ticks away.
Yes. First, we're going to kind of show you just a quick little glimpse of this. You guys can see drone shots right now going over. It is woods.
All woods.
Woods. I know a lot of you guys are thinking we're crazy. We're starting from the ground up again. But from the ground up, look at this. Freaking power poles. Power poles. And I already called and they said we could get electricity. So I am super pumped with that. So we're going to walk in a little bit. It is overgrown. But I think once we get in there, it'll be a little better. We'll show you around. We'll tell you our plans. And we're going to tell you guys about properties we almost got. That was a whole experience in itself.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy. All right, so as you guys can tell, we are on a gravel road here, and it just goes for miles. And the good thing is, we are actually closer to town than our old property. We're close enough that it's easy to move stuff here and there. And again, the most amazing thing of all of this is we do have power. So we're gonna walk in here. It's a little overgrown, but we're gonna try to show you the best we can. So before I came, it wasn't this tall. It has grown up. We need to do some mowing.
Oh yeah. Some
brush hogging. It's gonna be a little sketchy up in here, but there is a pond over there and we want to show you guys that. So up in here, this will be where Lambo is gonna have his little pond. And it looks like there's some water still in here. This is your first time seeing the pond?
Yeah.
Look at that magnificent pond.
Look at it.
Look at it. So this is towards the front of the property, and it looks pretty small right now, but if you actually thought about it being filled up, this is pretty big. I mean, I'm pretty excited for this. One of the big selling points for a property we needed was some type of body of water, whether it's a creek or a pond, something, because Lambo, we got pigs, the goats, well, they just drink out of it. The dogs like to get in it. So having this pond is something we really wanted, and it has been super hot lately, and it still has water in it. It needs to be cleaned up, but
it just definitely needs more work to hold the water. Which
is not that bad. Come in here, mow, clean it up a little bit, clean the trees up a little bit, and this will be the new Lambo pond.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So we're not very far off the road. You might be able to see the 4Runner back there, but it already starts to open up a little bit, not a lot. It has a couple little spots like this, which we're not 100% sure where our driveway will be. We're gonna need to come in and clean up, brush hog, mow, all that stuff.
And luckily, that's kind of like our favorite thing.
Yes.
To do is
destruction.
Mowing and cleaning, getting in there with chainsaws. So we'll be starting off with, I don't know,
what we love. Yeah. So that's really cool. And the good thing too is there's some good trees, but as far as the small stuff goes, we're gonna be able to knock this stuff out easy, and then we could always get like Outlaw to come out, clear some stuff. I just think this is a very good opportunity for us to start fresh and learn from all our mistakes.
Yes.
We'll talk more about that in a minute, but it'll go back in here. It gets thick, so we're gonna try to show you as much as we can. I don't know how far you're gonna go in, but I'm gonna attempt to take you guys all the way to the very back. There's something through the middle I'm excited to show you guys, and then in the back. So,
because you've walked it.
I've walked it, you haven't.
I haven't.
It's pretty thick out here. You like them flowers out here?
It's pretty.
Yeah. So, again, guys, it is just crazy thick out here, but with a, I don't know, a brush hog, mowing, some heavy machinery, we can knock all this little stuff out really easy. But this is kind of like our other property.
Yeah, this is exactly what it was like before, like Outlaw came too.
Yeah. So we know the potential is just outrageous. We could just do whatever we want. It's going to be freaking awesome.
That's the thing is, we are going to be 100% sculpting this.
Yes.
How we want it, I don't know.
That's what's cool about it is we learned at the Shoot Dang Ranch. We may have a new name for this property.
Already forgot it.
I know what it is, but
Okay.
we may have come up with a new name. You guys threw out a bunch of names, and we were just kind of just joking a minute ago. I think you guys might like it, but it is cool, and it does open up back there too a little bit. So we're gonna show you that, but the opportunities are just endless because, I mean, literally, if you just look through here, it's all small stuff.
Yeah.
You just come through, clean it up, and within the first couple of days, it'll look like a whole brand new property. And that's what I'm super excited for. Trees, and then privacy, and then we get to cut out our own pastures and stuff like that. I know that's a big thing you guys were asking and saying, are there pastures? We'll show you some spots in the back, or at least I will. We'll see how far you get back there, but we're gonna walk over there, show you that. It's a little thick, so we'll show you guys when we get there. Baby, I found our future Christmas tree.
And there's one for the next year right next to it.
Let's go! So one of the things Danielle asked whenever, because you didn't know about this property at all. I found it, and I came and looked. You were hanging with some friends.
Yeah.
I said, we need this now. We got to jump on it. All the land around here is getting taken. And does the grass grow? Is there too many trees? We'll be able to grow. As you guys can tell, there is already grass growing. And so if we clear out more trees, we can have pastures anywhere we want.
Yeah, that's obviously our big thing.
Yes.
We need pastures for our animals.
Yes. So it just proves that, yes, we can get grass. Don't be scared of trees. The good thing is we can have pastures with trees for shade, because they're always out there looking for that shade.
Yeah.
They're always under these little bitty trees.
And Lambo does love the leaves.
Yes. So
Trees.
I'm excited. Do you feel like it'd be this wooded?
I mean, I knew from the pictures.
Yeah. But as you guys could tell, maybe, it's starting to open up right here. It does have a bunch of these little trees, but this whole section you can tell is open to the big trees, and there's some pretty good mature trees up in there. If we cleared all this, that's a good little area. And this is, again, this is the first smidge. The road's right there.
Right there.
So I don't know, it's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. All right, guys, this is where I let you go back to the car.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you guys, because it gets pretty thick back here, and then it'll open up. But you're gonna make sure the car is good, and make sure that AC's just working good.
My baby's out here working, so I gotta make sure the AC's good for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take you the best I can, and then again, throughout all this, hopefully we'll be doing some drone shots and all that, showing you guys the lay of the land as much as we can. But I'll see you in a minute. We got a lot to talk about after this, and hopefully I can make it all the way to the back again. All right, guys, I'm gonna trek my way back here, but whenever Danielle was getting in the car, I went up there with her, and one of the neighbors stopped and making sure we were good, make sure we weren't broken down. I told him we purchased this property, and he said it's a really, really good property, especially if you want to hunt. He said the deer is really, really good. There's some turkey. He said, just keep the hogs out of here. No one likes hogs around here, but he said that, you can stick in the tree. He said to be very careful out here because of the pygmy rattlers, that they are out and about. But look at this. It starts to open up. You just have to use your imagination here and see, once you clear up underneath here, we'd have a really good area out here that could start growing grass. And this is what I'm excited about. We're not even, I don't know, not even a quarter of the way back, and we're already starting to have areas that will open up, cut down a couple trees, clear it all out. I mean, the amount of options out here, again, what I'm saying, it's just almost in. I mean, look at this. It just opens up out here. I hope it translates. It's getting a little dark. I hope it translates, but all of this, it just starts to open up out here. And once you clear it up, take some of these small trees, you talk about some nice pasture for the goats and Lambo's new girlfriend when we get her. But all of this is just opening up. And that's what's awesome about it. You really can't tell from the road. So if you came out here and looked, you wouldn't really like it. You have to look for the properties that most people don't want, and then that's how you get a pretty decent deal. We actually got it under asking price, and it's pretty freaking awesome out here. This is exactly what I was looking for. And then there is actually a little wet weather creek up here I want to show you. So we're on the way to the creek. We were literally just right on the other side of those little trees. You pop back here and it opens up again where it's pretty nice and open. I think you guys could tell how open it is. It's so much easier for me to walk in here. You got all that open over here. It's just going to end up being a really nice pasture back here. A couple acres for them in this one spot. And just take out any dead trees, any small trees we don't want. Leave good shade trees. I don't know. Whenever I walked this property for the first time, I was just so excited. I was like, this is everything we want. Oh, and I asked the neighbor about water well. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. So literally just right there, and walking right here just a couple of steps, and then here is the creek that runs through it. It's not any, there's no water in it right now, but this is just like it was at our property where you have a creek that comes through, and from what I heard, it does pretty well. Right now it's super hot, it's super dry, haven't got a lot of rain, but you can come through here and there will be plenty of water for it to erode like this and go through. Plenty of water that'll go, and that's right off the pasture spot that we were just at. So whenever we do get some really good rains, we can trench it off and have little ponds that fill up, storage for water, but it just goes off in there. I freaking love it. And I don't know if you could tell, just right out there, it's a little more open pasture part. So I wish Danielle can make it back here to see, but once we get it cleaned up, she'll be able to see it. Just walking this creek back here. I don't know, it's pretty cool. But right back in there, it opens up. You guys can see all that. Opens up in there, and then kind of is back to the creek. And we'll walk this down, and then you go all the way to the back over there, and there's a fence. Now this is the part I love. All these big rocks right in here where the creek comes through, be flowing good, and it comes down over here, and just all these formations and everything all through here. It reminds me of the mountains, and that's what we love the most, is going to Colorado and being up in the mountains, and to have all of this through our property is such a cool place that it would be awesome in the future build a little off-grid campsite out here, and it would feel like you're in the mountains, especially if there's a little bit of water coming through. You guys know we have a lot of friends that will be coming out and hanging out and stuff, so to be able to have a little off-grid place out here for them, I mean, look at that. I love it. So the creek is right there. You turn this way and it opens up again. You guys could tell from the sky that if all these little trees are cleared out, then you can get up in there. I know I'm breathing a little hard, but you guys can see through here that it opens up to a bunch of grass, some more open area back here, and it just keeps going all over there. So perfect. This is literally what we wanted. We wanted woods, we wanted water, which we have a pond and a wet weather creek, and then you have open spots for pastures, and it just checked all the boxes. And I don't know if you could tell, but back right through there it opens up and does it again and again and again. There's so many pockets that we could open up for our animals. This is the best. We're coming up here in the very back of the property. I know it's getting dark and light and all that, but bear with me. I believe this is the very back of the property coming up, but as you guys could tell, still more grass. It's open. Yeah, this is the back end of it. This is what I'm pretty excited for here. Boomage, guys. Made to the back, and that is a really good fence here, all the way, kind of that goat fencing, and with barbed wire on top, and it goes the whole way. So I'm extremely happy the back of our fence is fenced, and it's fairly new. and in really good shape. I mean, it goes the whole distance across our back. So whenever we do go all the way to the front, we just put in our fence on both sides, and then we already know what the front of the property is going to look like. We already had that planned out. So the back's cut and good. That's just a major thing for us to have that already part of the fence, because at our old place, we didn't have any good fencing. So back here in the corner, the fence is just right down there. Someone had a hunting blind, a setup back here, a tree stand, and again, from what the neighbor said, really good hunting, really good wildlife in here. Clearly, the more people that move out here, things going on, it'll go away. He said there's turkey, hogs, deer, I mean everything, guys. But I'm out of breath. I'm gonna go ahead and work my way back to the front to Danielle. I'm gonna try to show her some pictures that I took of some of the spots, and if I see anything else that's cool, I'll show you guys. But we're keeping it fairly simple right now since it's so wooded, and then over time we'll clear land and we'll show you guys everything that we can, rather than all these spiders just smacking me right in the face. But as you guys could tell, we're not far from the fence, and already it opened up again. So again, this place has just checked off all the boxes for us. Yeah, and I could not be happier. All right, I'm headed back to the front. I may be a little dark, but I hope it's good enough back here. Look at all of this opened up pasture here. I gotta take pictures and show Danielle. I mean, this is awesome. Oh, so as we clear, this might actually be right on the side of our property. I think I looked at the GPS. I think somewhere right in here is where it stops, but this is what it'll look like. Just straight pasture, just like this. Of course, this is small. We'll make it to where it's a lot. All right, this is actually the pond from behind. You could tell it goes up, and then the pond's up there. So we're gonna walk it up, and you guys can see that there's plenty of land on the back here to keep water in it. And then you have all of this. Heck yeah. Guys, leaving the pond, you can see Danielle. So go get her, show her some of these pictures, and see what she thinks. All right. There she is. I'm super sweaty, but made it back.
Have the AC ready for you.
Do you think I went missing?
No.
I got a couple pictures to show you.
Oh, sweet.
There you go.
All right, so this is like where it starts opening up.
Yep.
Which way do I scroll?
Right. Don't go left. Or maybe go left.
Oh.
And that's another open spot.
Nice.
That's the creek.
Awesome.
I said it looks kind of like I mean, pictures don't do it justice, but kind of like you're in the Rockies, build a little off-grid place for some people to come hang out.
Oh yeah.
Be cool. Some more open area.
Got some grass already growing.
Yeah, I mean it's growing good. Again, pictures don't do it justice.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah.
Spots.
How is this, like towards the back?
Kind of where we were thinking maybe a barn can go.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of grass.
Yeah.
So it's just
It's already kind of just fenced in almost.
Yeah, it just needs to be cleared up a little bit, and we're good.
Awesome.
As you guys saw, we actually have new property, and it's freaking awesome. It's exciting.
Yeah, we got a text yesterday from the realtor.
Yeah.
Saying the abstract went through.
Yes.
It just got sent to the lawyer.
Yes.
So it's literally
There.
Any day.
It'll be, hopefully before you even watch this, we sign that last thing, last paper on it saying we confirm everything we see is good. We're good to go. We're not here to hide anything from you guys or try to act like we already, you know, we're on it, we're doing this. We wish we were. This has taken a lot longer than we hoped. But we're very, very glad because every box is being checked, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. I mean, and the cool thing is we're going through our own realtor, which is going through another realtor company, through lawyers, through everything. I mean, so everything is being thoroughly looked through, and our realtor has been nothing but amazing, very, very good. And I don't think it could have. The only way it could have been a better process is if it was faster, because we hate waiting.
Yeah. We actually had met her looking at a different property.
Oh boy, we put bids on it.
Yeah, this close, and I think you guys would have been pumped for it.
Yes, it was the YouTube, perfect YouTube.
It was
thing for a YouTuber to get.
It was an old dog kennel, only 7 acres though, with
7.5.
It had a big pond, but it had multiple buildings where it was just.
It was crazy.
Hoarder situation.
Yeah.
That you guys would have loved to see that transformation.
Yes, it was completely fenced in. Had different multiple corral systems for like. Not corrals, but places for dogs to be, different setups, different barns, a garage, a shop. I mean, it had everything. It had a bunch of different buildings on there. The actual dog kennel place would have been perfect to like gut out. I mean, it had fencing in there, like different sections, places for the dogs to come out.
But it was just the people wouldn't come down at all.
Yeah, for the price that we wanted to pay, if we could have got it for what we wanted, it would have been a hell of a deal. It already had power on it, had water, it had water lines ran everywhere. It had, again, many, many buildings, places that would have been perfect for the animals to be in.
Yeah.
But it would have been a lot of work, and for the price they wanted, we didn't want to have to do all the work on top of it. And even the realtor said, hey, lowball them on it, and if they don't take it, you don't have to accept or nothing. And we probably could have got it for the price we wanted, except the owners passed away. The kids wanted full price because they had to split the price between everybody, the amount.
They weren't wanting to budge at all.
Yeah, but
that happened for a reason.
Yes, we're real big on that. We really loved the area. We thought it was awesome, very clean. All the neighbors around it was very, very nice. You guys can Google, you can figure it out yourself. But literally right next door to it was a vet clinic.
Crocker Vet
Clinic. It was crazy. What are the odds?
Right there.
The realtor was like, are you related to them? We're like, no, we had no freaking clue at all. But it was a very, very nice property, very cool. We were very excited, and it would have 100%, if we wanted, we could have paid more for it and done the asking price, and it would have just been the YouTube freaking
gold.
I mean, gold. Whoever would buy it and did YouTube would blow up on YouTube. We know what works. We know how it does. And it just lets us know we weren't chasing a YouTube property. We're chasing our property, what we want. Realistically, we wish we could have found something with buildings already on it. A little more, you know, if our ideal place, if it would have fell into the right bracket of money and budget and everything, we wish we would have pulled up. There was a barnuminium, there was a shop, there was a barn, there was corrals, there was
just
everything.
All the work is done.
Yeah, we wish at the end of the day we wish we could have done that. Just because.
But what's the fun in that?
Yeah, it would just be cool because we could just be there and be good. But for the price we're paying for what we got, I think we hit the lottery. As you guys saw, it is straight woods. It's a lot of work to be done, but with some hard work and dedication on it, it will be what we want very quickly.
Yeah. And so you guys know it is smaller. Have we said how big it is?
We have not said. Throughout this whole thing, I'm sure you guys have been guessing. You guys saw, hopefully the drone shots worked. We don't know at this point.
Yeah.
I actually looked. The drone lens was a little dirty. I'm hoping I'm hoping that's when it landed.
Yeah.
And it got a little dirty. But we'll see. Even just a couple of shots.
I gotta sneeze. Maybe not. Okay.
And action.
Okay.
It is
10 acres.
10 acres. We downsized a lot.
A lot. So we were thinking to, in all the talks we've had, again, just how much do we actually use of this?
Of this 60 acres.
And it is just right here. Not even...
We use maybe 5 acres.
Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't even 10 that we use.
No.
Obviously, when we got this, we had big dreams and everything. You know, our fun play area, ramps, all this with side-by-side trails all throughout.
Yeah.
But in reality...
We don't need it. It's great. The bigger your property, the further your neighbors, you know. So with 10 acres... We will have neighbors. I don't know if they're going to buy it for hunting. There's different size lots out there.
Yeah.
We don't know if they'll buy, you know. But we did call a number on one of them, and it's an older couple that they're going to retire out there. And I thought it was the owner of all of it. I was going to try to make like a good deal behind the scenes, but it ended up being someone that bought property there, and they seem super nice.
Yeah, and you guys have been texting.
Yeah, I got their number, and they were just like, we're so, you know, we don't know you guys yet, but y'all sound like a great couple. I know some people are like, give me the number, I'm going to tell them not to live next to y'all. But they seem nice. The guy that stopped today, hey, are y'all broken down? Y'all just stopped? What's going on?
You asked them about water?
Yes. So we asked him about water well. I said, y'all are in a water well? He's like, oh, yeah. I said, good water? He said, oh, yeah. I said, how deep? And it is the exact depth of what we have here, 160 feet. Probably literally the same person probably put the well in, everything. And this was an older gentleman. He's like, if you hear cows, that's me. That's where I'm at. He told me where he lives, down the way a little bit. Some of the property next to us that's still for sale, I think it's like 40 acres. He's like, it's a little rough. He looked at it. He said he's seen a lot of people come out and look at it. It's pretty rough. So if someone buys it, they'll probably hunting, or it'll just be available for a long time, and maybe down the road we could purchase it. We don't know. So I don't know. Pretty exciting. All of it, you know, going on and stuff. With it being fairly close, we haven't told you guys this yet, it's not very far from here. It's very easy for us to move stuff. One of the first things I did when I found the property and Danielle was hanging out with her friends because she didn't know any of this, I GPS'd how far is it from Juneau Acres. And it is actually closer to their place than we are here, and that was not a requirement that we had to have, but it was a big bonus.
For sure.
Yeah, a big bonus. So we were like, awesome, we just met these people. They're amazing new friends of ours. How close are we? Super close. We can help watch their place. They can watch our place. We can hang out. I mean, it was just one of those things that it's actually more convenient for us at the new place for everything than it is here. Technically, it's a shorter drive to your work from here.
Yeah.
So that helps out.
It's a shorter drive to Coops too, so that's
a lot shorter.
That's also important.
Yeah, a lot shorter. And so there's a lot of things that we wanted with this property. You know, a bunch of the boxes we had to check. We wanted some type of water on there. We got that. We instantly called before getting the property. Hey, electric, do you provide service here? You have your poles here? And they said yes. We're I think I'm 99% sure that the line that's on the bottom is fiber optic cable, which they do run. It just may not be set in place just yet. But the lines are out there, so eventually we'll be able to get that. Here, they stopped on both sides of our property, power and fiber optic, for whatever reason. Decided,
I mean, the poles aren't at the road; they are down the way.
Yeah, so
it's down the way.
So it's a lot of work at clearing stuff to get them here on this property, but at the new property, it's right there in the front. Already called. They do have it. We do know the water well. People can come in and put a water well. There's no city water, no nothing like that there. So we will still have a water well, and we're gonna, wherever we put it, we'll clear a spot. And we will have it, depending on what time frame it is that they put it in, we may go ahead and just from the get-go put a solar pump on there, but we know our goal to have is still to have it on solar for our water well, and then still have it to where, yes, we will have power, but we still want to have a backup of solar.
I think that's huge for your water source.
Yes.
Like, who knows what's going to happen or whatever, to have your water source be solar, I think is important.
And because we will have power to the property, we still have all the solar stuff that we had here that we can have there as backup. So none of it went to waste.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of you guys know we got most of the stuff from like sponsored videos, stuff like that. So the money we put into it, it is not a waste at all. And we knew if it didn't work out here, we could utilize it later. It's mobile. So we're very excited for that. We already called and to see what it takes to get the power out there. We're already in our heads, know what we need to do. We will take the camper, move it out there and all of that. And I don't know, it's crazy. It's
So today, it's Wednesday, I would think by the end of the week, the way the realtor made it sound, I probably just jinxed it.
probably, but it's okay.
If not that, the beginning of next week where we can actually officially do it, and then it's game on.
And it's let's go. Let's
Yeah.
build. Let's get fencing in. Let's get the animals set up. Our top priority is our animals and get a nice place for them set up. And then we have a camper. We're perfectly fine with that. We'll get power hooked up. We think we have a way to get power hooked up fairly quickly out there because you have to have a permanent structure. You know, some type of something out there. So we think we have the way to get it done. So I don't know. I'm just very, very excited.
Someday it'll be ours.
Someday.